Okay, I want to make sure that I have my stream online. I'm gonna rant. I don't care. You know what? I'm coming clean. You know what? I might have to put a strong language warning on this thing, right? You know, I'm gonna edit for strong language. I'm gonna drop. I can't, guys. I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna start ranting, because you know what? When I suppress myself, I get pissed. When I get pissed, I crash. We're crashing out, people. People, I'm gonna do it. Is that whoever's in my chat? Is it me or is it? Is it me or is it you? I don't know. I was ranting on Roblox and then it basically crashed. The entire client crashed. You know what, whatever. I'm gonna start dropping some F-bombs. Not F-slurs, but F-bombs, because I'm just gonna rant. I'm gonna crash out, people. Because you know what? I'm gonna make my word heard, and I don't care what anybody else says, because people sometimes, quote-unquote, don't care what I say, so... I'm not saying with everybody, right? Like Christian, Hunter, like you guys aren't the problem. I'm gonna crash the hell out, people. Right. Okay, so I was basically ranting about politics. You know what? I'm gonna become clear. I'm an independent person. I'm either liberal or libertarian or Republican. But I'm very displeased on how my country is going right now. You know what? I could ban people that oppose me in the comments, but unlike the people in the far right, I actually care about free speech. But you know what? Here's the thing. I don't care what anybody says. We are under a fucking oligarchy, and it shows. You're telling me that we have some of the richest people in this country. They care about them. You think they give a shit about you? No, they don't. But, you know what? I'm gonna completely be honest with you. I fucking hate Trump. I hate this presidency. I'm very scared, because if I say I hate blank, I'm gonna be very careful, because I got banned. Because my cousin said, although he was just joking, he says, I quote, HATEWOMEN, just put those letters together, and that's what he said, and it got me banned for a week. So hopefully this crash out don't earn me a ban, because I really don't want to be banned right now. But here's why, okay? Listen, man. If I am not mad that a Republican is in office. Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? He's a Republican. He kicks ass as a Republican, right? He's not one of those anti-DEI or those MAGA bastards. He actually cared for his people, and he did really good. I would love to see Arnold Schwarzenegger as the president. He would kick ass, dude. He would kick some serious ass. And even he is against Trump right now. Undoubtedly, he hates him. And here's why I do, okay? And you know what? I'm getting ready to get backlash. Go ahead, fight me. Please. If you fight me, that proves that you're gonna waste your time on somebody you might deem as insignificant. By the way, these are my new boats. But listen, first of all, let's get to Doge, right? I'm a numismatist, and I love the US penny. It was cut. I'm not gonna lie, the United States penny, it wastes money. But we could have at least reduced the mintage, right? There's one strike. Number two, he is basically, or Doge is basically, cutting veterans benefits, medical benefits. He is also cutting, you know, quote-unquote DEI. When guess what, buddy? I'm autistic. You know what falls under DEI? IEPs. IEPs helped me grow as a person. And it helps many autistic people across the country do. And right now, mostly because of my IEPs, I am now becoming a wind turbine technician. I'm going to fix machines that provide electricity to my country. Right? Right? And no offense, right? If you work at any one of these jobs, I'm not blaming you, right? Like, I'm not like flipping burgers, right? No offense to people that flip burgers. I mean, hey, you're making food for our country, right? But, I mean, we need electricity. We can't live without it. I mean, just how dependent Americans are, we can't, right? Hello. I'm becoming a wind turbine technician. And I'm going to benefit my country. And the reason I'm here is because of IEPs. And unfortunately, IEPs, well, not that it's unfortunate. Unfortunately for my case, IEPs fall. What you play on? I play on PlayStation 5. By the way, I'm politically crashing out, so hopefully I don't hurt your feelings. But because IEPs, you know, individualized educational programs, fall under DEI, they're going after them. Which, again, if you guys don't know, I'm autistic. I'm on the autism spectrum. I benefit from IEPs, and without IEPs, a lot of autistic people are going to suffer. Number 3, Doge is trying to cut NOAA employeeship in half. This government agency spearheads the NWS, which means that the NWS has a high possibility of losing efficiency when it comes in the terms of predicting severe weather. If you live in America, you're gonna know that in a couple of months, February, March, April, May, 3 months in 10 days is tornado season. And we live in the country, I live in Illinois, right? We got the most tornadoes in 2023. We get shit blasted by tornadoes in my country. And with reduced coverage of these tornadoes, people are gonna die. Hurricane season is about to be here. And people are gonna lose their lives if we can't forecast them as good. There are 12,000 people at the NOAA, right? And 6,000, up to 6,000 are gonna be fired. It's wasteful. Yeah, in Republican states, right? Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Oklahoma, Texas. These 5 Republican states are shit blasted by tornadoes and hurricanes. And they're gonna suffer. Those people are gonna suffer. I want to go into meteorology after I do wind turbine technology, and this hurts me. This hurts that this administration is turning their head. They're turning against science. And if Project 2025 were successful, which as much as Trump has distanced himself from Project 2025, he's appointed people to run it. Project 2025 will have a plan to destroy the National Weather Service. This will lead to deaths of thousands of people. It does not matter what political ideology you're on. Tornadoes kill indiscriminately. Hurricanes kill indiscriminately. Thunderstorms kill indiscriminately. It does not matter who you align with. No one is immune from the weather. This will hurt people. This will hurt my people. Oh, and let's keep going further, right? Just a couple of days ago, Donald Trump called Zelensky a dictator. And Putin, he became friends with him. Putin has a warrant active out for his arrest. And he is dignified as a war criminal. Our president is teaming up with a fucking war criminal. I don't think I have to sit here and explain what Putin has done. I mean, And he's claiming Ukraine started the invasion. Yes, Ukraine is gonna raid themselves. That's logical. And then after that, after insult to injury, we have Starlink over there, and they say, if you don't give us your minerals, we're gonna cut your internet off. That's bullying. Imagine I told you right now, imagine you were in the wilderness and you have internet from me, and I say, if you don't pay me money, like, if you don't, like, get me, like, some gold out in the middle of the woods, I'm gonna cut your internet off. You'd probably feel pissed. Right? Oh, and by the way, we cut the FAA, people who help airlines, right? Industry, that the air traffic control industry is understaffed. And now planes are crashing and multiple people are dying. Multiple people who probably voted for this guy will never see the light of day ever again. Oh, and when the Black Hawk disaster came down, let's blame it on DEI. That goes to show how hateful he is. Instead of mourning the families, instead of investigating what actually happened, he pointed his finger towards people like me, DEI, who didn't do shit to him. And people are like, oh, people are like, oh, you're in the small minority that hates him or disapproves of him. Right now, 45% of people approve of Trump and 51% disapprove. Most people in this country, according to Gallup, do not approve of him. The highest rating I have seen from him. Holy shit, I just got hearted by Violet First. Sorry guys, I had to go off on that tangent. Violet First, the YouTuber as William, I got hearted. Let's go. Let's go. Anyway. But, yeah, instead of mourning the victims, he points the finger. And you know what I hate about this country? Every time a shooting happens, we point the finger at, oh, we don't even mourn the victims. Oh, what sex was he? Was he gay? Was he transgender? Oh, was he black? And then they point the finger, and they find that minority group, and they get scared of them, right? Like, listen, whether you like him or not, you gotta admit, after the Nashville shooting happened, and they found out it was a trans person, which, by the way, I do support that community, not that shooter. You shouldn't shoot a school. I don't care who you are. School shooters are trash. They had the trans scare, right? This is just like Hitler, right? When Germany lost the First World War, Hitler blamed Jews for making him lose. They said, oh, the Jews, they made us lose. You see them? They're in your banks. They're greedy, right? He pointed the finger to him, and guess what? The people in Germany ate it up. And we know what happened. Hitler is one of the most horrible, most evil human beings in history. It doesn't matter, right? And you know what? Just like him, he's a fascist. Think about it. Hitler invaded Hungary. He invaded Poland. He invaded friggin' France. Just like Trump wants to take over Canada. Both fascists are obsessed with putting minorities down. Trump hates them. Trump hates trans people. He hates gay people. So did Hitler. And they will all, both fascists. And here's the thing, both fascists are obsessed with spouting shit and making people rally behind them. Hitler was a very liked guy in Germany. They saw him as a relatable person. Now they realize, oh shit, this guy's bad. Right? And Trump lies all the time. And if you need any proof, he has lied over 20 to 30,000 times. Sourced by the Washington Post fact checkers, who are also conservative. So conservatives think he is a liar. He lies every day. Like, he literally was lying about wind turbines. Like, windmills are most expensive. False. Windmills make flour. Windmills make electricity. And they are actually the cheapest source of power. Oh, they kill the birds. Oh, well, feral cats kill 1,000 times more birds and turbines. He is a lying douche. I'm not mad because he's a Republican again. Again, Arnold Schwarzenegger, amazing Republican. I'm mad. I mean, you know what? This isn't a Republican. A Republican is supposed to stand up for their people, like a Democrat. A Democrat and Republican politicians are supposed to help their people. And they are failing. This isn't a Republican. This is a fascist. This is a dictator. Right? Oh, we want jobs in America. Okay, let's slash, like, what? Thousands, tens of thousands of people in our federal government? Oh, we want the economy to go good. Let's make tariffs. Things are expensive. You know, see these flares right here, chat? 4 of these flares before Trump get in, it cost me $7.50 to buy these flares. Today, I bought them for $31. $31! Well, that was the version. Wind turbines are pretty clean. You know what? Wind turbines? You know why he hates them? Because drill, baby, drill. I'm so glad you're not, like, attacking me. Because here's the thing. I don't care if people attack me over at people hating Trump, right? But you know what? Here's the thing. He's came for pennies. I'm a numismatist. He hates the wind industry. I'm a wind turbine technician in training. He hates science, and he has a vendetta against meteorology. Whether it be directly or indirectly from Musk. That's 3. He's raising the prices. That's 4. He is hateful towards people like me. He hates DI. That's 5. I'm done. I'm possibly going to call my rep or write a congressman letter. I'm that pissed. And I hate writing letters, chat. I hate it. I don't care if they put another Republican in office. They can't be as bad as him. And you know what? He wants to ban news. These guys are... He said he wouldn't weaponize the federal government. Okay. So why the fuck are you trying to sue all the news companies? Like, that's kind of suspicious. That's like somebody writing something... That's like somebody, you know... What about ban news? I don't know. That's like somebody saying something bad about somebody and like, oh, they sued him. Like, that's suspicious. Oh, by the way, about January 6th, right? I'm a Back to Blue. I support my cops. Previous on my streams, I used to have a Back to Blue banner. I haven't had it because I haven't really put it up for a while. I still support Back to Blue. Okay. So why the fuck did you free 1,600 people that drove 5 police officers to suicide, killed 1, and injured over 100? You're a Back to Blue, right? You're a Back to Blue, Trump. And you released 1,600 people that got people killed. You're and I could raid a government building right now. By the way, no, I'm not going to. I could literally go and raid my freaking, you know, Capitol right now. I'd probably get several decades in jail. Yet they get a pass. No, they're violent people. They destroy government property. And they killed officers. They all should be arrested. And now they're free. They're walking among us right now. And they're probably the same people that are Back to Blue. And the fact that they harmed officers is disgusting. That makes him a traitor. Yeah, there's bad cops. Yeah. The learning off, whatever. I blacked out. He's a fucking traitor. He basically pardoned people that drove 5 people to suicide. And again, killed another one. That's 6 men who will never get to go home to their families, never get to see their sons or daughters, never get to see their mothers or fathers, never get to see their grandkids. 6 people that we will never get back on this earth. No amount of money or jail time can justify that. 6 people who died doing their jobs. Taken by the hand of over 1,600 treasonous magatards. I'm sorry. If anybody says, oh, you're saying tards, I'm autistic. I don't care. Like, why aren't people are just gonna let this go? That's a bummer. That's sad. I'm overwhelmed right now. Maybe. Where do I even go for next? I mean, again, he's a liar. He said he'd end the Ukraine war in 24 hours. It's still going on. Over 1,000 people die or get injured every single year from that bloody war. And it needs to stop. And I wonder how many Russian people don't want to fight that war but are being sent into a meat grinder. Oh, and also he wants to take over Canada. And by the way, for anybody in Canada right now, I am sorry that you have to deal with our country's bullshit. Make America the 11th province. And by the way, regarding Canada winning the hockey game, good job. GG people. GG people. GG Canadian friends. You did well. I feel so happy that they stuck it to us. I have never felt more ashamed to be an American than today. Never. I literally have never been more ashamed to be an American person. What happened to this country? You know what? I could stay silent, but if I'm being silent, that's compliance. I don't care if I only reach one person. The thing that matters is that I tried to reach out. And I know that there's a possibility some MAGA person will watch. You know what? If you are MAGA, sit down and think, right? Clear your brain before you type some hateful shit in my comment. By the way, if you are MAGA and you type hateful shit in my comment, yeah, people don't want America. Honestly, yeah, America's uninvadable. I mean, literally, we have so many guns. We have more guns than people in this country. I don't blame them. But the fact that a MAGA person would be likely to leave a hate comment, that means they cannot critique me. They will insult you for everything. They will insult your appearance, your nationality, your creed, your gender, orientation. They'll do it before they judge you. You know why? Because they don't got shit. They don't. They're bullies. They harass and demean everybody. Again, I literally heard some MAGA people saying that they should take illegal people and dump them in the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah. And they're not violent. They're not destructive. They're peaceful. I'm not sorry. I find MAGA people to be the most just insufferable assholes ever, man. I'm like, dude, how? You live in a country where we are supposed to be free no matter who you are, and you support a hateful person. How are you even thinking? But I'm getting sick and tired of it. Like, who voted Doge to be in existence? Nobody. Nobody voted for Doge to be in existence. They suck. Fuck Doge. Fuck them. I hate Doge. They took away my penny. They're threatening the weather service. I know I'm repeating my things here. They're threatening the weather service. They're screwing over so many people. American workers, even people who voted for Trump, are pissed. But you know what? Here's a message. I'm probably going to repeat this message later. Listen, if you are a Republican, Independent, or Democrat, it does not matter. This is not liberal versus conservative. This is not what you think it is. This is the Americans versus the kings. Yeah, they rage bait. They rage bait. You know what? Never ever respond negatively to them. Dad is MAGA. And like I was saying, tariffs don't work because we had a tariff in 1930. It's called the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act. You want to know what happened after 1930? The Great Depression. Now, to give it the benefit of the doubt, tariffs didn't cause the Great Depression. But if they weren't in place, the Great Depression wouldn't be as bad. And my dad responds, do you know what good things happened during the Great Depression? Oh yeah, right. Complete collapse. Yep. Where's the wee pennies? I'm a coin collector. I want you to notice this trend. You don't have to be smart to notice it. I want to direct your attention to this page. Do you see this? Ready? 1929. That reads 185 million. Right? 1930, 157 million. Now 1930 is when the Great Depression begins. 1931, 19 million pennies made. 1932, 11 million. 1933, 14 million. Look at that. Look above here, look at all these triple digit millions. Look at that crash. Look at this crash. Pennies are the most common mintage coin in America, and they crashed. You see this, right? Where is it? Where is it, right? See this? You see the S on the side? That's San Francisco. San Francisco did not make wheat pennies for 1932 or 33 or 34. They shut down for 3 years because of the Great Depression. It hurt the government. 25% of Americans in the Great Depression were unemployed. The stock market was dead. People train hopped. The value of money was completely obliterated. And he's like, oh, and he wants to tell me that there's a good thing about the Great Depression? There's one great thing about the Great Depression. It's that it is gone. I'm starting to rant so hard. I'm making my throat my throat sore. Jesus, I can't talk. Yeah, someone joined. Get ready for the shit show. We have all burners set to max. Newsflash. Tariffs don't work. I want you to put your mind in the company's shoes, right? Let's say you're a company in China, or let's say Canada, right? You get hit with a 25% tariff, right? And they're like, oh, we want jobs to be in America. Are you gonna pay shitloads of money to get a campaign, pay more money to build a factory, pay more money to basically transfer your operations? Or B, are you just gonna mark everything up? And they took option B. And so what happened is, because we placed a 25% tariff on Canada, they smacked us back 25%. So basically, that net equals 0% tariff on another country. What just happened is everything got more expensive for nothing, because he had to start shit. And now steel coming in the United States is 25% tariffed. I don't think I need to explain to you how bad that is. You know what? That's not because the country, companies, they don't care about ethics. They don't care if it's made in the United States. They only care about one thing, and it's money. They care about this shit right here. And if they can save every dime and penny, they're gonna do it. Mexico's pretty good at manufacturing. They have cheap labor. So naturally, companies are gonna go to Mexico. And that's just the bottom line. Because Mexico's cheaper manufacturing. Companies have no moral obligation. All they want to do is make money. That is a company's main goal, is make money. And guess what? Because of this bullshit bringing stuff back to America, Americans are going to suffer. Things are going to get more expensive. Currently, only 20% of Americans, according to Gallup, believe the economy is good. That is a fifth. That is what? 60 million Americans out of the 340 million believe that it's good. That's abysmal. I mean, what must I say? Ratings are down. Do you like fighting games? I do. Like, he's like, oh, I'm the heaviest rated Republican president of all time. False. According to Gallup, he is the least popular Republican president. I mean, literally, his first presidential term was considered a failure by both sides. He is a failure. He is hostile to everybody around him. He drives everybody away in an act of self-destruction, and he blames everybody but himself. I've had somebody on my channel that did that. They would always pester me. I've heard it's good. What the hell? How did that hit? But, like, what really makes me sad is that we call ourselves the United States, but we're the most divided country on Earth. Look at the European Union, right? They kick ass. They're literally building a fusion reactor. I'm a wind turbine nerd, and I honestly would not mind fusion replacing wind energy. That would be pretty cool. We need fusion. You're telling me we're the most advanced, richest country on Earth, but the European Union is absolutely kicking our ass when it comes to fusion energy. We need fusion. I'm sorry, controversial take? Maybe if we just took a little bit of money out of the military budget, maybe we could actually go for peace. Right? We could actually do things like make our schools great, right? And by the way, on the topic of schools, There's like this video, this mock video. I'm suing the school, the Department of Education. Literally. The schools are made to pump out workers. And I'm not, this isn't some sort of Facebook conspiracy theory. Look at schools. God damn it, this wasn't working. This isn't a Facebook conspiracy theory. Look at it. Look up pictures of workplaces in the 1890s. They're literally exactly like schools today. Desks put into square spaces, not allowed to ever talk to your, you know, your boss. Be subservient, be a worker. And if you don't like your pay, too bad. Damn it. This was working pretty good the other day. Our education system is broken. College is okay, but you're telling me right now, you know what's terrible? My sister is gonna go into six-figure debt. Explain to me why we can't at least assist her. She's gonna be a vet. She's gonna kick ass. She's gonna save animals' lives. And she's gonna pay 6 figures of debt. That is ridiculous. And it's gonna take forever because taxes in this country are shit. You get taxed for groceries, taxed for driving a car, taxed for emissions, taxed on your house, everything. We only talk at lunch? That's dictatorship, dude. You're telling me like kids can't talk? Guess what, buddy? We're Homo sapiens. We're social creatures. Denying us the ability to talk is shit. I don't care how you spin it. That's just stupid. I hate that. But you know what, guys? I will say good news. People are rising up. People are getting fed up. Even Trump supporters can't stand this guy no more. We're done. We the people of the United States, we demand freedom. We don't care. We want freedom. Probably. Hi. He has a porg for his profile picture. I love it. Well, guess what? Whether anybody in the top level of the federal government wants to admit it, when George Washington and the founding fathers sat down in the frickin' in 1776 on July 4th, they founded a democratic republic, not a dictatorship. Not a dictatorship. And unfortunately, it appears that we are heading towards it now. You know what? I've said it. You know what? I've been afraid of offending people. How do you know that? What? How do you know what? What? How do I know that? I studied history. By the way, guys, I'm going to give you an Abbott agency military secret. I'm going to let you in on a little secret that I'm not telling anybody about this submarine. So, actually, we could show it. See that? Can you, now look at it. Look at it from the outside. Forget what you just saw a bit about. Do you see any weapons on it? Those red things are not weapons. They're actually turbines. Do you see any weapons on it? No, you don't. Do you see any weapons now? And bam, completely flat. Look at that. Look how flat that is. Look how beautifully flat that is. And, oh, see any weapons in the front? Bam, and closes up to be completely flat. It looks completely unarmed, but under the hood is where it counts. And it closes up, completely flat. You would not even pay attention. This is called the VSM. The VSM 1000 Leviathan. So the Abbott Agency Vehicle Submersible Vehicle Submersible or Vehicle Submarine Military 1000 Leviathan. This game is, you build vehicles, right? You can build air vehicles, underwater vehicles, you could build ground vehicles, etc. Like, this is my submarine. This is my military sub. Oops. Anybody ever heard of the Amity missile? I'm gonna go get the acronym of Amity. I think it's like a couple bucks. I don't know. Pretty sure it's not that expensive. I think it was like $5. Now, ladies and gents, and everybody on the outside and in between, I want to introduce you to the Air Missile, it's called the Air Missile Interactable TNT Yield, or should say, actually air. It means Advanced Missile Interactable TNT Yield, or simply Amity. Amity is the Abbott Agency's top missile. Amity Mark II. Are you really? What do you mean, am I really? Oops, okay. The Amity missile is my most advanced missile I've developed. If you go on my channel, I have a compilation of me missiling people. It's called like Predator Missile compilation. So here, I'll show you. This is the Predator missile that it showed up in my videos. So this was the old Predator missile, and if you actually look at my videos, this is how it worked. So, I want your opinion on this missile. Do you think it's cool? So, anyway, so this is the missile that showed up on my, video. Give me a second. I'll go pull it up right now. Copyright warning. So this is the missile that I actually displayed in the video. As you can see, there it is. I made a badass compilation. I was kind of a douchebag, I'm not gonna lie.
Wait till it gets over there.
Shit, if I didn't name it Amity, I'd name it the Reaper. If you're wondering what this song name is, it's called Cena's Dead by Master Boot Record. This is my video, and this is the same warhead. That video's got 111 views, not bad for me. So this is the exact same warhead I used, and as you can see, I'm steering right, left, look how just, nah, it's okay. Let me be honest, do you think that's the best missile? Well, neither did I. So that's why we at the Abbott Agency have developed the Advanced Missile Interactable TNT Yield, also known as Amity, is our current most advanced missile we've developed. Because, yes. Now, the new Amity missile is completely uniform in every single direction, or almost every single direction, except for the mid part. Now, okay, want to see how... But wait, did you just miss your target? No problem. Yoink! Oh, wait, is it slow? Engage the afterburners, and you can make it go much faster. With unparalleled agility. Unlike the other one, did you accidentally get your missile in the water? No problem. If you react fast enough, you can get it out and back and flying. And then, when you find your target, you hone in and you smash! Now, let me get a good... It's my most advanced flying machine ever. Okay, now I'll show you how it works. I mean, look how advanced the guide is. And if you need to flip it, there you go. Look how maneuverable it is. Oh, that was a near miss. Usually I don't do that bad. That was awful. Come on. I mean, with this missile, it's gotten more direct hits than the other missile. Let's say I wanted to hit that... See that palm tree in the that little lonely palm tree? That hit very close. But wait, are your enemies getting away? Actually, no. Do you want to take out so many things at once? Well, I'm going to introduce you to the Amity SAS, or SAS, which means Surface, Air, Surface. It's slower than the Amity, but it is very much devastating in the fact you engage its rotor, press R1. Now, it doesn't look like it. Let me show you again. Completely takes another area out. If you want a little bit of an upgrade to that, no worry, we got the Amity Super SAS. The Amity Super SAS has 4 extra, you know, bomb compartments on it. So it requires less precision. But let's say you're dealing with a little bit of a trickster, right? You want to absolutely just catch up. Now, although it does not look pretty, look it to the Amity Mark II. Now, the Amity Mark II was almost called the Amity Mach because it was almost able to achieve supersonic speed. You think this is fast? 200 mile an hour? 3, 4, 5, and 6. This thing can just whip around the map at crazy, ludicrous speed. And I have not met anybody able to... I think I only met like 1 or 2 people that have been able to escape this missile. Can you just imagine watching this whip around at like ludicrous speed? Like, love it. Oh, and you ready? If you love planes, give me a second, and I'll make you happy. Have you? What is it? I forgot the model name. The VSB 3000 Thunder. The V, or Vehicle Stealth Bomber 3000. This is the Mark III. If you guys love the B2, you're going to like this. And if you guys like ball turret, we got that. Oh, alright. I could. I might another time. So, it's got two modes of bombing. It makes constant bombs, or you can unleash a flurry. And it's also got shields. All this in a nice, convenient package. See, again, you can just do constant bombs, and by the way, if you do it like this, it's unending. But you only get a thin streak of bombs. But if you want to take out a larger target, of course you got that. Bam! Completely obliterate anything in your path. This is my only plane. I'm really bad at making planes. Yes, it's got gyros in it, and if you complain, well, guess what? I don't care. Landings are always rough. You just gotta admit, this thing looks cool. I'm like, okay, I want a B2, but put propellers in it. It's a lot better looking than the other models. This was the Mark 1000. This didn't even have landing gear on it. That's how bad it was. It was a single large engine, and the new ones are built with dual medium engines. And here's a 2000. A lot more thinner. It has landing gear. And it has a lot, it drops a lot more bombs. But then you got this one. And it's definitely got the red that I am known for in this game. I'm gonna have to rename this from HPV, because HPV, although no, it's not the STI, it means heavy platform vehicle. So this heavy platform vehicle is armed with a SAM on the back. And look, to add into the ability, it's cab over, so you can press a button and you can actually expose its engine. This is how real cab overs work. My dad used to own a fire truck, and it used to do this. We sold that fire truck, and it got shot up in Chicago. Literally not joking, that fire truck is gone. That was a good fire truck. I don't think it was really that expensive either. Also, we got... where is it? This is the HPV T-LAM. Turret Laser Artillery Mortar. It's based off the C-RAM, which if whoever's in the army, you probably know what's coming. Now, to preface this, I'd like to let you see the rate of fire of an average laser blaster. This is a laser blaster. I found out that lasers actually 3 hits to any block can destroy, from a laser can destroy it. So, you know, you see how fast it's shooting? I said I don't really like that fire rate, so I decided to kind of increase it a bit. Oh, it's 109 over here. To this date, this is the most devastating... This is the most devastating laser or weapon I've built. Just look at this thing. You can definitely tell that even when it depletes, the lasers deplete and have to recharge, it just puts out so many lasers. I couldn't even tell you how many lasers it's putting out. You know how much I love giving these vehicles to players? And by the way, if you like the plane, don't watch. Look how fast it destroys the plane. Oops, I'm missing. Just melts right through it. Anything. It melts through anything so fast it lags the game. And just within seconds, that plane is completely crisped. Yeah, I've actually given this vehicle to people, and they let hell let loose. I tell you, it sows the seeds of chaos. This happened a couple days ago when I was just testing out. Anyway, this is the VAAVW 250. So it means Assault Amphibious Vehicle. W means weaponized, by the way. It has that issue, I'll admit. It's also got a little laser turret. And it's got a little hatch. Yoink! And if you press this button... Oops. It's actually... This exposes the engine core. This, again, it's an assault amphibious vehicle. So, this is the very first vehicle... Not the first vehicle to be amphibious, but it's the first proper vehicle, for lack of a better word. The only bad thing is that the vision on this vehicle is horrible. Also, this little... this shows you how many meters above the ocean you are. And the best thing about this, you got buddies? Don't fear, because there's 4 seats. There are 4 seats for your buddies. But maybe your time on the waves, you know, you want to go underwater. This, by Abbott Agency civilians, shows to be about 734% more trustworthy than the Titan. It's armed with a small laser, and it's generally built for exploration. And if you push the bottom button, you can actually see a depth meter, Subnautica style. If you don't want it blocking, you just simply retract it. Yeah, and that little red thing on the end is a camera. So yeah, that's my very first submersible vehicle. And I actually built this as a scrap concept, but then I kind of decorated it, and it looks pretty nice. But you know, maybe you want to just chillax. You want to sit. But you know what? Chairs are boring. What if you could just put a rocket on it, you know? Just put a rocket on your chair and just hover away. That's right, you get to hover and watch all the plebeians below suffer. While you and your jet chair get to ride everywhere. By the way, thank you. I made this vehicle in the hopes of the ease of transportation. I love the pipe around it. The red pipe, I like that. It makes it look so modular and mechanical. And by the way, that sub got this idea. Your space is clear. Press that, and now you can see your speed, you can see the compass, and you can see your altitude. Well, thanks. And then, if you don't want to see this, just pop it back in, and you get near unrestricted view. This is the Gov 150. This is a weaponized variant of it. It's got a gyroscope in it, so it doesn't tip over as easy. But if that gyroscope don't help you, you know, what if I just did that? So now you can extend the wheels and get more support off of this vehicle. And also, I did something that Subaru does. I own a Subaru, and it does this. Is that, look at, I want you to pay attention to the lights. See the lights? See? When you actually steer to your left, let's say you're trying to steer right. Look at that. The lights will actually steer right when you steer right, and left when you steer left. So it gives you more lighting coverage, so right? So if you want to turn there, you get more lights. Also, the tailgate opens, the doors open, and the engine compartment opens. Let me get time of day so you can guys see this better. So everything opens, the doors all open. This is the engine compartment. It has 4 more Dragon engines. I've actually used to only have 2, but I ran them all the way through the back. So that's some pretty good suspension. Oh, I'm in the passenger seat. And now your buddy can own a gunner turret. I think I accidentally didn't program something here. Oh no, I did program something right. So watch this. So you can actually program you can actually look up and it'll aim with it, but you have to steer it horizontally. So I've been building ships lately. Oh, my poor little Gov 150 is gonna sink. Goodbye, little Gov. See ya! Anyway, so I started getting the boats, and the first boat is called the VMS 100 Cutlass. So V means vehicle, and MS means military ship. So vehicle, military ship. And by the way, if you don't know, like my models, I have them as V, as vehicles. R is for guns. A is for robots. HKR is for hunter killer robots. You get the point. Like I create my own little thing, right? So the Cutlass is my very first ship. And check this out. It's even got doors on it. You can just go and hang out. Bam, doors. It's also got lights in every direction, and when you toggle the lights, a light on the top will rotate. For a first ship, this is a pretty good looking ship in my opinion. It's got 2 laser cannons. My next ship was the Bombardier. The VMS 200 Bombardier. This is my next ship, and it focused on having slightly heavier armaments for the same size. You definitely tell the machine gun fires a lot better. And the great thing about modern day Trailmakers is that back then, they didn't have these aiming servos, so now all you gotta do is aim with your camera, and there you go. Oh, what? You only make a big boy ship? I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna go off soon. And then after that, I made the little baby. The VSB, or vehicle, and then speedboat mangrover. And the reason I call this a mangrover is because mangrove swamps are shallow. And I wanted to build a boat that could go on the shallower water. So this boat was built as tiny as possible, so that way it could go and travel water. But then, you know what? Actually, no, that boat was second, and then third was Bombardier. But then, you definitely got the idea that I was getting. I wanted to go a little bigger. So then the VMS 500 Enforcer was built. Look, if you see that memory, it's full. I don't know if I could go bigger than this without making compromises. But this is the VMS 500 Enforcer, and it's supposed to be big. Like, look at the cannons. And these lasers will track onto their targets. It's got a sextuple cannon on the front of it. Look at that. You can actually go out of the bridge. So yeah, you're like, oh, make a big boy ship? This is currently the biggest ship I have. But now, the next ship, which is my latest ship, was, I'm like, you know what? I want to go fast. Okay, I want you to look at the cab of this boat, right? Look how... Yes, you can. So I want you to compare how much you think might... okay, look at the cab of this one. I like how it's all squarey. And then look at this next sub, or this next boat. Oh, by the way, if you don't notice, I've actually attached the propellers to my what is it, the rotor? My rudder. So that way it actually helps in turning. Look at the cab to this bad boy. This is the VMS. This is the VMS 150 Hydro Raptor. It can reach 0 to 60 mile an hour in less than 3 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, and bam, 60. It does have issues when it comes to rough water, so you have to use it on calm water. So this is not for use on heavy water. That's probably for real life boats. Ready, stop, bam. And just takes off. There it goes. And it's very maneuverable. It has gyroscope, so it helps keep it upright. And look, inside, I make sure that you can drive my vehicles. If you want to go for... If you're a first person, you can drive them in first person. If you're a third person, you can do it in that. And look. Look how smooth this is. If that isn't the coolest door ever... I may stream this game. But I have work at 4:30. I leave at 4:20 Central Time. But if you look at this, there are no struts on this cab, so you get 180 degrees of just unobstructed window. So that's got the best viewing of any single ship. I built this ship that way I could actively counter anybody. Actually, I'd probably be on... At my time, I would be, I'd be back at like 9:30. What time zone do you guys live in? Hello. So yeah, I just love the name of this ship, the VMS 150 Hydroraptor. And it definitely lives up to its name. But God, somebody said they should name. They were mentioning like the Reaper Leviathan. I'm gonna name it like I need to name something like a Reaper. Yeah, it does stuff for that because like it goes bounce. Best way is to stop and then retake off. Probably should make the ship longer. I just love how fast this boat is. I might make another variant where it can go faster. Holy shit, you are 9 hours ahead of me? Parasaki, are you interested in like nuclear stuff? I mean, technically, again, I have that. Again, it's like 125. I mean, in your time zone. And I gotta casually have 1,000 mile an hour. Like, check this shit out. For the funsies, I stacked several hundred of these gimbal jets, so, you know, the rods from God. It goes so fast, dude. It literally just cuts you out of the game. Ready? And here we go. We are going 400 miles-ish above the sound limit. There, and that kicked me out. Right there. It just absolutely goes so fast. This is not that... Right, watch this. Okay. Ready? I'm gonna tap it, right? I'm just gonna tap the X. Ready? Damn it. I'm just gonna tap X. Hold on. It's like roughly half a second. When that happened to me for the first time, I got so scared. This right here is a throwaway. This car is not really supposed to work, it's just supposed to be fast. It's supposed to be fast in a straight line. I call it the rocket dragger. Ah, yeah, I remember you. Like, what happens if you just turn? Yoink, wiped out. Yeah, it's not supposed to work that well.